And subscribers of Cricket Happenings, welcome to this late edition late edition of the Cricket Happening show with your host Ram. Well, there were two matches today which were played in the Indian Premier League 2014. The first match which was played was between Royal Challengers Bangalore, who was taking on the reigning champions of the Indian Premier League, Mumbai Indians. And one has to really say, I had said this in my preview, that the Mumbai Indians team this time were in my preview. If you had all actually read my preview, I mentioned that Mumbai are definitely lacking the firepower in the absence of the top order looking a bit shaky, and that was precisely the case. And finally, well, the Royal Challengers Bangalore was proved too much for the Mumbai Indians, as even though Mumbai Indians took 3 wickets pretty quickly, in fact the Royal Challengers Bangalore once again romped home by beating Mumbai by 7 wickets. And this is not a start that Mumbai would have expected, in the sense Mumbai, after starting the Indian Premier League, this is the second consecutive match that the reigning champions have lost. So I really tend to feel that this Mumbai Indians team, is looking pretty weak. I mean, the firepower is lacking. The problem happens to be that even Kieron Pollard and Corey Anderson are also not able to really get going. So that's the precise reason. So let's have a look at this match. And there was the second match which was played was between Delhi Daredevils and Kolkata Knight Riders. This was played in the Dubai International Cricket Stadium, and it was the Delhi Daredevils who actually, after a long drought, one could say, in the Indian Premier League, won a match here by 4 wickets. It was a close game. In fact, J.P. Duminy was the one who really took them over the finishing line. But what was good to see was that Delhi Daredevils, even though they didn't have their captain, Kevin Peterson, went on to a victory. So let's have a look at what really happened. Let's start off with the first match. That was the match between the Royal Challengers Bangalore and the Mumbai Indians. Well, it was the Royal Challengers Bangalore who actually won the toss and decided to insert the Mumbai Indians into bat. Now, if you look at the Mumbai Indian innings, it really struggled. In fact, right from the word go, we saw that the openers were struggling. Aditya Thare was really searching for the ball. I mean, basically he was not able to even read the pace of Mitchell Starc, and he was really struggling. Michael Hussey, well, he contributed 16, but if you look at these Mumbai Indians innings, they never really got any momentum, because it will really give you an indication of how Mumbai played, because Mumbai could muster only 115 for 9, which was not a good score at all. And considering the fact that this Mumbai Indians batting, as I said, if they are going to bat first, they need to put a big score on the board. The best bet for Mumbai, according to me, is with their bowlers. But if they don't put a good score on the board, it is going to become, because the batting is definitely looking, even though they have some good batsmen, I'm not denying that, but probably a sort of a firepower is lacking now in the Mumbai Indians team, and they were restricted to 115 for 9. Michael Hussey contributed 16 of 15 balls with 2 fours. Aditya Thare definitely struggled. In fact, he struggled against Mitchell Starc in particular. Varun Arun was also bowling with real pace. And as you know, Ambati Rayudu was the highest scorer with 35 of 37 balls with 1 4. And then look at, I mean, once that was over, now look at what Yuzvendra Chahal, who was the man of the match in the first match that he played, the right arm leg spinner, in fact took 2 vital wickets. First he bowled a googly to the Mumbai captain Rohit Sharma, who tried to spank the delivery, and de Villiers took the catch. He was gone for 2, and after that it was Yuzvendra Chahal giving a lot of air to the ball and inviting Pollard to go for a big hit. Pollard obliged, and Rana took the catch, and he was gone for 3. So this was the 2 dismissals which really, I would say they never had any chance when they lost Rohit Sharma and Kieron Pollard pretty quickly. But yes, Corey Anderson was there, but today at least Corey Anderson did something that one couldn't say that was something which was very big, but at least he contributed at least 18 runs of 19 balls with 2 fours. Other than that, the Harbhajan Singh, normally who likes to really hit the ball, today was castled by Varun Arun for 8 balls with 1 4. Zahir Khan was out for a blob. Lasith Malinga was run out for 2. Pragyan Ojha was not out on 1, and Bumrah was not out on 1. And as I said, this Mumbai Indians really finding it difficult against the bowling of the Royal Challengers Bangalore, were restricted to 115 for 9. Mitchell Stark 4 overs 2 for 21, bowling in the right areas. Morkel 3 overs 1 for 23. Varun Arun 4 overs no maiden 2 for 30. Chahal, according to me, has become a sort of a surprise packet in this particular so far in the Indian Premier League, because once again he put up a very good performance. Bowling is 4 overs with lot of control on his bowling, giving away 17 runs of his 4 overs with 2 wickets, 2 vital wickets of Rohit Sharma and Kieron Pollard. Dinda, for a change after leaking a lot of runs in the previous match, really made amends today by bowling in the right areas. 4 overs no maiden 1 for 14 his returns, and Yuvraj Singh bowling 1 over for 6 runs. As far as Bangalore were concerned, well, Bangalore 115 was a very small score to defend for Mumbai Indians, but Zahir Khan really struck it big. In fact, it was all started with Nick Maddinson hitting 2 boundaries, but one of the Lasith Malinga's Yorkers found the stumps of Nick Maddinson, who was gone for 12 of 8 balls with 2 fours. And then after that, once Lasith Malinga had given the breakthrough, Zahir Khan came and struck pretty quickly in one particular over. That was his 4th over, and what wickets he picked up. You could only dream of taking those wickets. First he took the wicket of Virat Kohli. He was moving the ball very well away from the batsman, and Zahir Khan definitely bowled his heart out today to return. And in fact, as I said, in the 4th over, he came in and first dismissed the captain Virat Kohli for a blob, and then followed it up with bowling a beautiful delivery to Yuvraj Singh, which kept coming, and Yuvraj Singh was trapped LBW for a duck, and 2 ducks. In fact, Virat Kohli and Yuvraj Singh going for duck, and suddenly there was some pressure on the Royal Challengers Bangalore, with Zahir Khan getting those 2 vital wickets at 17 for 3. But after that, it was Parthiv Patel and AB de Villiers really sticking to their task, and not really taking any risks, and really taking their time at the crease. And finally, a victory was Royal Challengers Bangalore by 7 wickets, with Parthiv Patel returning not out on 57 of 45 balls with 7 fours, and AB de Villiers cracking 45 of 48 balls with 3 fours and 1 6. And the Royal Challengers Bangalore in the end, after Zahir Khan struck those big blows, recovered to 116 for 3 and won the match. Now let's have a look at the bowling figures as far as the Mumbai Indians are concerned. Zahir Khan bowling 4 overs 2 for 21. I thought he bowled his heart out today. Harbhajan Singh also bowled well, 4 overs for 14. Malinga did his bit, 1 for 29. Bumrah was costly, 2 overs for 14. Pragyan Ojha was really carted by both Parthiv Patel and AB de Villiers, as he gave away 37 runs of his 4 overs, and Parthiv Patel was named man of the match. So one thing that I would like to say here as far as this particular match is concerned is that we still don't see Chris Gayle playing, but probably that is due to injury. It's very sad, because if Chris Gayle coming into the team, Nick Maddinson was the person who played, but if Chris Gayle could play, let me tell you, really this team would be strengthened in a great way. But unfortunately, the first 2 matches of the Indian Premier League, I thought even the spectators at the United Arab Emirates would have really missed the big blows of Chris Gayle, because Chris Gayle is such a crowd puller, and one only wish and hope that we see Chris Gayle in the forthcoming matches that Royal Challengers Bangalore would be playing. Well, so from here we'll move on to the next match. The next match which was played was between the Kolkata Knight Riders, who were taking on the Delhi Daredevils at the Dubai International Cricket Ground. The toss was actually won by the Kolkata Knight Riders team. So Gautam Gambhir winning the toss, and he decided that he will bat first. Now, as far as Kolkata Knight Riders are concerned, they had a horrid start. In fact, the very first delivery of the Kolkata innings was a beautiful delivery which was produced by Mohammad Shami. which squared up Callis in such a manner that by the time he squared up, the ball had already taken the edge of the bat and it had landed into Taylor's hands, and he was gone for a duck. So that was the first wicket, and Gautam Gambhir continued his poor form with the bat here, as Nathan Coulter-Nile making his T20 debut, in the sense playing in the Indian Premier League for the first time, struck a big wicket there by picking up the wicket of the Kolkata Knight Riders captain Gautam Gambhir, as he was caught by Duminy. In fact, that was a ball, actually, it was a ball which was a real, I would say, it was a real a really easy delivery to play, because it was on the legs and Gautam Gambhir flicked it. But well, what was good about it was the captaincy there by the captain of the Delhi Daredevils team. I thought it was stand-in captain Dinesh Karthik, who had a leg gully in place, and Duminy easily took the catch and he was gone. And this after dismissing Callis and Gambhir opening today, and both of them were into the pavilion with duck on the board, and so that made the score. I mean, it was duck, but all the scoring was done by Manish Pandey. Now, Manish Pandey, in the previous match also, we know that in the first match of the Indian Premier League he did very well, and now again in the second match he contributed in a very good manner by playing aggressively and contributing 48 runs of 42 balls with 5 fours. In fact, that was the partnership which really, I would say, gave some momentum to the Kolkata T20 inning, Kolkata Knight Riders, as after Gautam Gambhir was dismissed with the score on 11, it was Manish Pandey and Robin Uthappa combining into a very good partnership. Even Robin Uthappa, I thought it was not a very convincing innings from Robin Uthappa, but definitely they did their part, and what was most important was that they not only steadied the innings, but also took it to the score of 75 in the 11th over by adding some very good runs. The contribution, Manish Pandey making 48 of 42 balls with 5 fours, and Robin Uthappa definitely doing a good job there of contributing 55 useful runs of 41 balls with 6 fours and 1 6. And after that, Shakib Al Hasan came up with a real cameo, making an unbeaten 30 of 22 balls with 2 fours and 1 6, which enabled. And Yusuf Pathan, as you know, he had gone to India for the birth of his first child. He came back here, and Yusuf Pathan unfortunately was a goner, as he was clean bowled on the final delivery. I thought it was the 4th ball of the 20th over. He was completely clean bowled by Nathan Coulter-Nile for 11 of 8 balls. And Surya Kumar Yadav, every time he plays, he looks to be very promising, because here also he played only 3 balls, but look at what he did. I'm sure his strike rate will be very good. Even in the last match we saw that Surya Kumar Yadav spanked a few blows, and that's what he precisely did today. He was not out on 8 of 3 balls with 2 fours. And as I said, Shakib Al Hasan playing that cameo, 30 of 22 balls, taking Kolkata Knight Riders to I thought a very decent score of 166 for 5 of their 20 overs. Sorry. As far as the bowling was concerned, it was Mohammad Shami who provided that very important breakthrough by getting rid of Jack Scalise by squaring up with a beautiful delivery. 4 overs, no maiden, 1 for 33 from Nathan Coulter-Nile was very impressive. 2 for 27 his returns. Jaydev Unadkat, the left-arm pacer, 4 overs, no maiden, 1 for 25. Nisham was very costly. He was given some real treatment by the Kolkata Knight Riders batsman. 2 overs costing him 26 runs. Shahbaz Nadeem bowling 3 overs, 1 for 29, and Duminy bowling 3 overs for 25 runs. As far as the Delhi Daredevils innings was concerned, they had the standing captain, as I said, Kevin Peterson. Now there are 2 players in this Indian Premier League who have not had a look in the sense, due to injury they have not been able to come into the team. One was Chris Gayle that I spoke about, and another crowd puller is Kevin Peterson, who is actually the new captain of the Delhi Daredevils team, but no one has even, because of the injury, one could not even see him in action. And today it was the standing captain Dinesh Karthik. The standing captain as far as the Delhi Daredevils team was Dinesh Karthik, and Dinesh Karthik definitely played a real captain's knock there along with JP Duminy. Now, looking at the Delhi innings, they also, in fact, Murli Vijay was the first to go. He was run out for a duck. Mayank Agarwal contributed 26 of 14 balls with 3 fours, and then Ross Taylor was bowled by Callis for 6. And that was the time they were looking 60 for 3, but not really shaky. They were absolutely they were keeping up with the run rate too at that particular. In fact, they were over the asking run rate. In fact, so that was the time. The score was 60 for 3 at that stage, and that was the 7th over. But after that, there was a very good partnership which started, which really settled things for the Delhi Daredevils, with Dinesh Karthik playing some handsome strokes. In fact, looking more and more confident as the game wore on, and he was really timing the ball beautifully, which was very good to see, and especially considering that he was the stand-in captain of the team. I thought he played a wonderful knock. He got good support from JP Duminy, who really took his time. He didn't do anything. I mean, JP Duminy is another person who, according to me, is a big asset in the Delhi team. The other day we saw that JP Duminy took them to victory, and once again we saw that JP Duminy today once again showed that he could be a good finisher, and that's what he precisely did. So this partnership really was started getting a lot of runs, and they were giving a tough time to the Kolkata Knight Riders bowlers. Now suddenly there was a bit of pressure as Dinesh Karthik was sent back to the pavilion by the most economical bowler that Kolkata Knight Riders possess, and that would be Sunil Narine. So Sunil Narine first got rid of Dinesh Karthik by getting him LBW for 56 or 40 balls with 5 fours and 2 sixes, which made the score 118 for 4. And then, in fact, that was the time. And Dinesh Karthik went after a particular bowler. I thought it was I thought it was Mone Morkel that he went after and hit him for lots of runs. And suddenly, once Dinesh Karthik went, there was suddenly the pressure. There was more pressure on the Delhi Daredevils, even though JP Duminy was at the crease, because they lost Manoj Tiwari pretty cheaply, out for 8 to Morkel, and then Jimmy Neesham was also snapped up by Pathan of the bowling of Chawla for 8, and suddenly there seemed to be some pressure with the score on it was 161 for 6 at that stage. But what was good about it was that JP Duminy accelerated at the right moment. Once Dinesh Karthik left the scene, JP Duminy in one particular over absolutely manhandled Mone Morkel by spanking him for a 6, a length ball, a full toss, and another bad delivery, which was dispatched for 4. So 6, 6 and 4, and that really, because that was the time when JP Duminy was there, they had to get in the 4 overs they needed 40 runs, but JP Duminy definitely did his part. In fact, he not only did his part, he saw to it, and in fact in the 19th over, Sunil Narine actually piled on the pressure by bowling a very economical over, and that said that they needed a runnable stuff in the last over with Nathan Coulter-Nile and Duminy at the crease. But the first 2 balls, well, it was defended, but the third ball was sent soaring over the wickets by JP Duminy, who finished on an unbeaten 52 of 35 balls with 3 fours and 3 sixes to take the Daredevils onto a victory by 4 wickets. Nathan Coulter-Nile was not out on couldn't even face a ball. And let's look at the bowling card as far as the Kolkata Knight Riders were concerned. Let me first talk about Sunil Narine. What a bowler Sunil Narine is. 4 overs, 18 runs and a wicket to his name. Piyush Chawla was costly. 2.3 overs, went for 27 runs with 1 wicket. Jack Scalise bowled 2 overs, 15 runs and 1 wicket. Shakib Al Hasan 3 overs cost him 25, but Mone Morkel was really spanked by both Dinesh Karthik as well as JP Duminy, as his 4 overs cost 41 runs with 2 wickets to his name, and Vinay Kumar gave away 35 runs, and JP Duminy was named player of the match. So as I said, I can't do a full report, I just do a summary because the late cricket happening show, as you know. Well, so both the matches ended. So, but one thing, as I said, the Delhi Daredevils, for them, Kevin Peterson is the missing factor, no doubt about it. One is really waiting in this Indian Premier League to see Chris Gayle in action for Royal Challengers Bangalore and Kevin Peterson for the Delhi Daredevils team. Well, the match which is coming up tomorrow, that's on a Sunday. I think there's going to be only one match, if I'm not wrong. I'm just checking my board here. And yes, there is only one match tomorrow, and that match is going to be played at the Sharjah Cricket Ground, where it is going to be, I think it is going to be the Rajasthan Royals taking on the Kings 11 Punjab. Well, dear fans and subscribers, on this note, I am ending my cricket show for today. I hope you all liked it. Thanks for your company, as always. Your host Ram, We'll be seeing you tomorrow, that is on a Sunday, with a match report on this particular match. Until then, it's good night on this Saturday. Thank you.